Hi guys, today I'm gonna talk about what I learned today. Uh, so here's the thing: I'm trying to implement the operating system thing in web in the web development. So what I mean trying to make an operating system in the web development is is that I'm trying to like implementing the OS features into JavaScript code and make it to work. But the the key thing you have I already knew and you have to know about this is because is is this uh, you cannot make a operating system using JavaScript because building a operating system it recurs to the inserting some specific text or some kind of stuff in the memory address, and but JavaScript you cannot do it. You cannot specify, you cannot track uh, the hardware part, and you cannot communicate with the hardware part using pure JavaScript, because I think JavaScript is because like interpreter language or those kind of stuff. And so, but the reason why I'm trying to make this into front end development is because I want to see how it works, and and the and I believe that I can virtualize operating system. So when you're trying to make a website, there's a HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right? But and this layer of the view and data part could be operating system and the hardware part. So I'm just like trying to like imagine those stuff and put into the one website. So this is how it goes. When you're trying to look at how BIOS works, it's BIOS doing the post thing part on self test, and you check the or the hardware part. And at the BIOS, so what I mean, so at the BIOS, I specify all of the uh, core object that created by that made by class. So so those class like BGA hardware and hard disk is really is really pretty it's really pretty defined, because I look at the documents of the how BGA hardware is kind of structured, and how what is the size of it, what is the bytecode of the foreground color example, and I put it into code. So which means that so base address is certain from 0xb B8000, and I create the buffer of it, and I store in the buffer, and I can put read write on it. And that is how it goes. But the thing is that uh, this is just creating as a hardware part. So what I mean hardware. So this is just the specifying the memory address that we can use. This is kind of data separated of the view. So this is gonna be global global variable, and what I mean global variable in here is gonna be a hardware stuff. And at the bootloader, of course, I had to write some kind of the code that tracks the operating system coordinate image and make it executed. But before that, I only implement the printf functions. So if you look at the code, it's kind of simple. It converts into color code that for in the BGA hardware, and when you receive some kind of string, you're gonna write to the string, but this write function is basically associate with the BGA hardware part. So where is this BGA hardware? This BGA hardware is actually the global variable that we define. So I know in the JavaScript world, this is kind of like dangerous, because this is this global variable is that, which means that we can reference the whole module system. But that is what I'm trying to make, because this references, which means also means that we can treat this as a hardware when we're trying to implement some kind of bootloader code at the hardware. It directly associates with the hardware memory address, and we have to take care about like erase function, erasing the memory, and and that is what I want in this code right now. So this is the stuff. So you start like, so at the BG hardware, those kind of stuff like writing, reading, those kind of stuff, and this printf, just start writing, and it also had clolo, though, and yeah, and new line. It also had new line feature. So to be more specific, I'm just gonna give an example of it. This is kind of a cute character looking, using 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 ASCII code. So canvas ref, this canvas we're gonna be our screen. What I mean screen is our real actual laptop, but you cannot communicate with the real laptop. So I'm treating the website canvas of our laptop, our screen. So, but this is the view part, but we have to communicate. We have to like stick with the BG hardware. So I use FX hook to initiate all of the screen part, and after that I for loop the column and rows, because we already specified the hardware specification, right? And you're gonna iterate it. So what do you mean you're gonna iterate it? Because we already print LF to draw stuff, but we have to get this data, because if you're trying to use print LF, we are storing this kind of text on our BGA hardware object, and we have to make and get this data and trying to show it to view, and that is how a draw character it is. So if you look at it, this is how it goes, and these are I'm just gonna simplify for you. So these are canvas, and this every single string is actually a buffer. We're just example, we're just getting a buffer data and show it to view. So what I'm view is like the screen of it. So that is kind of a weird thing in right now, because in the front end development, we are not doing this thing because it's unnecessary. But my goal is to understand how operating system works, to make this operating system on the web development. So actually, this is not really an operating system. It's just like I don't know what to say. It's not operating system. It looks like operating system, but it's not. So what I'm going to do is implement the bootloader code, and of course I have to refactor this kind of stupid code. I mean this part. This is loader. I have to refactor it, and also I have to implement the bootloader code, because there should be always current image. Bootloader is the software at the BIOS, and it tracks all the sector in the hard disk, and it finds the operating system kernel image, and it sends to RAM and make it executed. That's how it works. And I'm just gonna implement in this right now. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna doing it. So this is it. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.